Hello viewers, it's a beautiful day out there. Don't even need the lights on. For today's review, I will be looking at The Cruel Stars by John Birmingham, a sci-fi novel. Indeed, it's really more of a space opera, a grand narrative that stretches across the cosmos, across human colonized space, involving an ensemble cast of characters in the same vein as Mass Effect, um, struggling against an enemy from beyond, one who seeks to completely destroy both them and their way of life. So, the novel follows, as I said, a very large cast of characters. We have, for instance, a naval commander, the hero of a previous war against the series antagonist, the Sturm, an intrepid crew of pirates and smugglers, an artificial mind implanted into a genetically engineered biological body. In The Cruel Stars, Birmingham creates a world where, though the concepts used themselves aren't necessarily new, he is able to interweave them in such a fashion that the narrative comes off as somewhat original, as engaging. So yeah, the novel has concepts in it that are definitely lifted from other works, as is often the case in genre like science fiction. For instance, it's well established in the world that the book takes place in that technology has developed in such a way that a human can copy their mind over into different bodies, at least in theory, granting people virtual immortality. This is very obviously, one of the major narrative points in Altered Carbon, another excellent science fiction novel, and a okay-ish TV show. But the novel does do it in a fairly original way, in particular with the artificial minds I mentioned earlier, the sort of AI made in the form of a human that can, as people do, transfer its own consciousness into different bodies. So it does definitely raise the question of what does it mean to be human? Is, the person the same entity that is carried over? What does that mean for an artificial intelligence who is granted biological life? Are they a person? And the author, I think, handles it quite well. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you give this book a look. It's nothing original, but it is a solid piece in and of itself. It's written in a competent manner. The world building is pretty good. The characterization is pretty good. That's how I describe the novel overall, really. It's just pretty good. It's not something that will bore you. It's not something that will amaze you, that will completely reshape the way you think of literature or even just genre fiction. But if you are looking for, entertainment in what you read, I would definitely recommend you pick up John Birmingham's The Cruel Stars.